Hi guys, Roadrunner here with another video. Sorry it's been a while since I dropped on with another video. I've had a bereavement in the family I've had to deal with, so never mind, but I'm back here now with this one. Right, one of the biggest mistakes I see couriers making is becoming one in the first place. Right? Because they don't consider whether or not this job is for you. Maybe they don't have all the right information and what things to consider. So that's what I'm here to do in this video here today. I'm going to address some of the things that you really should take into account. You know, if you're sitting in a nice office, you got the air conditioning going and all that and the other, but you're not really happy, and you think, you know what, you've watched Beardy, you've watched Pete the Courier, you know, and you think, yeah, I'll have some of that. Right, okay, some people don't think about what needs to be thought about before making the transition into this job, this career, this lifestyle. All right, so that's what this video here today is about, is to give you the opportunity to take things into consideration and get yourself in the right place and make sure you've got all the right information you need to do this job. All right, okay, so that's what we're doing. Right, the first thing is, and it's sort of obvious, goes without saying really, but I'm going to say it anyway, you got to love driving. You've got to love driving. I don't mean love driving like Vin Diesel loves driving, all right, Fast and Furious. No, that's not us. You know, driving through towns, driving through cities, long distance driving, practical driving, motorways, and all of that. You've got to love it. All right, not just like driving or don't mind driving. All right, if you've got that sort of mentality, after a week or 2 weeks of this job, it's gonna become like mundane. It's gonna become tedious, and you're not going to want to get out of bed in the morning. You really got to love being in this seat, because this is where you live. You don't live in your house, you just sleep there. All right, you live in this seat. This is where you are. All right, I love driving through the towns and cities. I love seeing the scenery. I love like going into towns and cities. You see like people watching as you're driving around. You see the architecture of buildings and things like that. I love it all. All right, so this job definitely for me in that regard. Right, so sorry. Yeah, so if you don't like I say, if you don't love driving, job's not for you. All right. Another thing to consider is, if you're a people person, if you require daily interaction in your workplace and you like talking about the football with your work colleagues and all of this and the other, yeah, again, no, jobs, I wouldn't say the job's for you. All right, this is a lonely job. All right, you spend a lot of hours on your own. You know, there's nobody in the passenger seat. This is where you are. This is where you are. I mean, I love being on my own. I've never really enjoyed interacting with people. I am an introverted person. I enjoy solitude, long periods of time. So, you know, if you enjoy isolation and solitude and being on your own, if that's the sort of thing that you enjoy and you're that type of person, job's for you, definitely. Okay, and another thing that I would say you need to consider is, are you sort of a fairly laid back sort of person? Are you like quite calm and sort of mellow? All right, because if you are the sort of person who's got a short fuse, have a volatile personality, and you're beeping the horn and you're effing and blinding out the window, you know, and you're susceptible to bouts of road rage, yeah, again, not for you. All right, you'll go nuts. You know, if you're that sort of person, within a week of doing this job, your head will go. Alright, because there are a lot of idiots on the road, and they'll come into your life every single day, 2 or 3 times a day. Alright, so I mean, I've been doing this job for a couple of years now. It doesn't even faze me anymore. Somebody pulls out in front of me, cuts me off, I call them a twat in my head or whatever, but that's it, you know, because beeping the horn, I mean, what does beeping the horn achieve? Really, ask yourself. It doesn't achieve a damn thing. Nobody listens to it. All they do is, you're not going to change them as a driver just by beeping your horn. All you're going to do is mess up your own mental health. So if you're that sort of person and you're quick to road rage and you're susceptible to road rage, you don't want to take up this career, because like I say, after a week you'll need therapy. Alright, your head will go. Alright, it's no good. Alright, so that's it, guys. I mean, it's fairly simple, but you know, there's a few things that some people just do not consider when they make when they think about making the transition into this way of life and this career. Alright, so that's basically it. Before I go, I just want to have a few shout outs to a few people who've put a few comments on my previous videos. Freddie, Fletcher and Anvil Logistics, so I appreciate that, guys. A couple of good comments there. I'll drop some links to your channels in the description below, so if you're watching this, check the description, go check those guys out. Brilliant. So yeah, I appreciate that. So that's it. If you're thinking about making this transition over into this career, think about what I've said. I'll have a really good conversation with yourself on whether or not this job is for you. And if there's any experienced couriers watching this video who think of something that I haven't come up with, that hasn't been on my list, drop it in the comments below so other people can go and read on. And because honestly, I meant it when I said that the biggest mistake some couriers make is becoming one in the first place, because they just do not understand what if this job is for them. And after making the transition, they've spent a lot of money, they've got themselves a van, they've got the insurance and everything like that, and a month later they're like, do you know what, I can't be dealing with this. Alright, so and that is not where you want to be, where any of us want to be. Alright, so think about what I've said, have a little chat with yourself and decide whether or not this is for you. Alright, so that's it for this one. Short one, I know, but brilliant. And I'll catch you guys next time. Brilliant. Peace.